Hi, this is Cal. We're in Torrington, Connecticut, and we're going to be attending Santa University this week. What do you guys think about that? Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho! Torrington, Connecticut is like a lot of other towns in the U.S. that got hit hard by the recession. From 2008 on, businesses closed, storefronts emptied, and a lot of unemployed and underemployed people found themselves scrambling to find new sources of income. So for men of a certain age from Torrington and the towns and cities around it, playing Santa Claus seems like a pretty good option for seasonal employment. But as we found out at Santa University, there's more to the job than putting on a red suit and letting loose with a few ho-ho-hos.
We provide a memorable experience for the children and the families. And your job in that memorable experience is creating happiness, creating joy. It's part of a magical illusion. The children have heard many stories, many fantasy fables and things about Santa Claus. And you are continuing the legend of these many different things that they've heard of. I'm Santa Tim Conahan. I run an organization called the Kringle Group, which includes School for Santas, which is one of the largest Santa schools in America. Although a lot of people don't like a hand on the bottom, you have to for babies. You've got to get a good, underneath their legs or their buttocks, you've got to have your hand there. A little girl, if you pick a little girl up, your thumbs and your fingers are touching the breast area, and that is not politically correct. Yes, go ahead. I travel around the United States. I usually go anywhere from 10 to 15 cities every summer, and I teach a 2-day school for Santas. I've had over 1,900 Santas and Mrs. Claus attend my school in those years. I'm going to try to lift these hairs up now, as you can see, with a little more glue on the bottom. And I also run the wardrobe company, so a lot of them buy clothing from me, Santa suits and boots and belts and accessories, so there's a little income there. I run a booking agency. I started getting so much work myself, I had to call other Santas and say, hey, I'm too busy, can you do this job? This is one of my parade robes, and you can see the size of the sleeve. So when I wave, they can see it from a long distance. Posing can actually give you an edge over another Santa because you come across in the picture, you've connected with that person that's looking at the picture. Tweets are text-based, 140 characters. Anybody here Twitter? The character of Santa Claus has become very much associated with a capitalistic look. From the 1880s on into today, Santa Claus has been used for marketing and advertising and promotion and everything. For most of the Santas who get involved in this, we didn't get involved in it originally to make money. 99% of the Santas I've ever talked to are what I call reluctant Santas. Parents have used Santa as a tool, maybe as a bit of guilt to make the kids be good. They came into this because they had a beard or they had this certain personality and somebody at work grabbed them and said, hey, can you be the Santa for the Christmas party? But if we go back even further, the Christians use Santa Claus as a marketing tool to promote their religion and expand giving and helping others. And then later, some of the Santas found out, gee, I can make a little extra money. Maybe Mom and I can go on that vacation next summer if I work a mall job or something. Some of the Santas, I guess there's different versions. You have some Santas who, this is their extra amount of income. For some of them, it's a necessity. They need the extra income to offset their Social Security because Social Security is not always enough for some people.
Because I'm newly retired, that question mark of is there going to be enough at the end of the year, at the end of the month, at the end of the week, that's what's prompted me to just go ahead and grab this opportunity that's come to me to be in a mall situation.
According to Tim's lecture, the average Santa should earn between $8,000 to $10,000 for a full season of work posing for pictures with kids at the mall.
5 years ago, I used to get calls from all the photo companies wanting to fill in a position. They need a Santa here, they need a Santa there. Last year and the year before, no calls. There were so many extra Santas out there, they didn't need to call me. It's really rough.
But due to competition in the Santa market, plus adverse economic conditions, Some Santas find it necessary to travel far away from home to nail down a lucrative position.
My name is Santa Tom Yonker from Coatesville, Indiana, and I'll be traveling to Waterbury, Connecticut this season to listen to those lists, checking them twice.
Would you be traveling 900 miles away from your wife for work this winter if it weren't for the recession?
Probably not. It is a job. There is some major effort into it and some long hours, but I'm up.
Children are coming to you asking for things. They've been told that you grant wishes. And a lot of times they'll come to you with wishes that you cannot fulfill. The child has told you the parents don't have a job. You know that they're not going to get a PlayStation 2 or a big electronic game or a computer. Isn't that devastating to a child that Santa's not going to come? We can't please everybody. We can't give every child every toy and every gift that they want. But our job is to make them feel good when they leave and to have them believe whatever they want to believe. We've got to make them feel good about things. So the thing is let me see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do. No matter what happens, Santa's still going to be around. The gifts may be smaller, they may be different, but he's still going to be involved in trying to bring a little light, a little joy, to a family or a child. So, in truth, Santa's job is recession-proof.